What's up, everybody? Murph here for elitefts.com. Again, today we're going to talk about grip. We got 4 different things that you can do and maybe showing you some ways that you can duplicate it in your own gym if you don't have access to this stuff. So the first thing we have up is the grenade ball from Elite FTS. These are awesome. They're made in USA. They come in different sizes, right? And the grenade ball is going to work there's different aspects of grip, okay? There's pinching, crushing, supporting. So I want the viewers to take a guess at what this is, okay? I would call it supporting grip, right? Because we're supporting this weight, but we're also kind of crushing it at the same time. So it's a little bit of both because we have to crush it and we have to support it as we come back, okay? So you work in different aspects of grip strength with this, but the grenade ball is one of your first steps because you can use this on virtually any exercise that you can think of, all right? You can use it on anything on a cable stack. And if you wanted to, you could even use it around a barbell. Just get easy loader straps, product placement. And you could loop that easy loader strap around a barbell and do things like rows and curls, okay? So I think the first step for your grip journey, depending on your budget, probably gonna be the grenade ball from Elite FTS. Don't go ahead and get a giant one. They have different sizes, okay? I'm not sure what size that is, but it's the smallest one. Good starting point. Get 2, so you can do 2 different things, 2 with different hands at the same time. Use them on the cable stack, all different types of exercises, curls from the bottom, lateral raises, push downs, anything you can think of, and then get some easy loaders, start wrapping around the barbell for rows and things like that. Also made in USA. So the next item we have up for you Spud ink towel strap. One of my favorite tools, made in USA. Spud is like my brother from another mother, so I'm just going to rep his products as much as I can so he can make a couple bucks. No, his products are all outstanding, but this is one that was made to duplicate old school guys using a towel. And years ago when I used to train BJJ guys, we used to have them fold their gi over the top of the rack and do their pull-ups with the wrap in. This is a cool way for you to duplicate it so you don't have to drag a gi in the gym or lug a dirty towel around. And again, you can do a whole bunch of different exercises with this. You could also hang it over the rack, do your pull-ups, put it on the ground, do rows off a T-bar, throws in your bag, doesn't take up too much weight, made in USA, guaranteed for life, elitefts.com. We're going to move along to the next station now. Through the magic of video editing, I'm going to appear in a different spot. All right, so we're back. Through the magic of video editing, we're in a different spot. And I'm going to use this Elite FTS bench as a power rack because we're not going to point out all the power racks to you, but this place is a fucking mess. They're all full of shit. We can't even get a shot at them because people left bars loaded up all over the place. I have to talk to Dave about that. But anyway, so one of the other things that we can do, this is our 3rd exercise for grip, by the way. This is supporting grip. And this is a super easy exercise to do, but it's got a high neurological cost. You kind of want to probably wave this in for 3-4 weeks at a time when you're doing it. And you're going to do it basically as heavy as you possibly can, right? So we're going to do time holds with a barbell. And I'm just using this to demonstrate that you would typically do it in a barbell, in a power rack. Just pick it up and hold it for time, okay? How much time? Well, there's different ways to program this. We're going to hold this for time. How much time, how long? Well, a lot of people do it and they just hold it for as long as they can with as much as they can and let it fall, right? There's a better way to do it, and I'm not going to bother telling you this. A very good friend of mine, Jed Johnson, you can Google him, has an informational product on sale for this, specifically on this hold. It's one of his deadlift builder programs. I'm not trying to plug someone else, but I don't also want to give away his secrets. But Jed's program on this is great. But if you want to add these time holds, and they've been around for years, start with 10 seconds, right? And then keep a heavy weight. As I said, do them 3, 4, 5 weeks at the most because they have a high neurological cost. You wouldn't believe how tired your body is after doing these. They need a lot of recovery. Another easy way to increase the effect of these is to get a towel. And any holds you're doing, any work on a barbell you're doing, if you don't have access to a thick bar like the elitefts.com El Gordo bar, which I couldn't find. There's 850 million bars in this gym, and I didn't feel like looking for them all. They have everything. It's pretty awesome. So the easiest way to add a difficulty level to this, increase the difficulty, is to add a towel. I also didn't have a towel, but what I do have is this disgusting box squat ass pad that I've been told is actually Dave's from Westside. So there's been a lot of strong asses on this. I'm going to bleach my hands when I get done with this. No, I'm not. Anyway, so the easiest way to do this is just take your towel. I just put one wrap around your bar. Run that for a wave. Next time you do it, wrap it around twice. And you'll just keep doing that until you get it all the way wrapped around. And you're actually making this about as thick as a 2-inch barbell, but it's also a little bit reactive, where a barbell is just hard steel. When you have the cloth on there, it gives you a different training effect. So that's another way. Increase the difficulty, increase the productivity, change the stimulus on timed holds. Timed holds probably the highest recovery of all the exercises that we're going to talk about today. Just keep that in your head. Where's the bleach? So the next item we're going to talk about, or the next exercise we're going to talk about is if you don't have a telegraph key, there's really no way to do it. But the most neglected aspect of grip training and the secret, it's always a secret, right? There's no fucking secrets, right? But the secret to a strong grip is, I should know the name of this muscle because I'm a strength coach and I like grip, but I don't know what the name of that muscle is. I call it the chicken leg, turkey leg, whatever you want. So you want to develop that muscle on your thumb. If we think about grip, everybody thinks about this and the crushing aspect of it and wrapping the fingers around and squeezing, right? And we're drawing from this part of the arm to support it. But if this part of your thumb is weak, how strong is the rest of your grip going to be? You're only as strong as your weakest link, right? So what's going to fail is this, because these two share the same tendon. That fails, then the whole grip goes. You got a strong turkey leg, everything is able to support longer. Easiest way to work the turkey leg is with the telegraph key. So with the telegraph key, what you want to do is not, just do dumb shit. With the telegraph key, we want to dig in from the bottom here. So you're putting a little upward pressure on it and then load in here and try to only squeeze from that turkey leg. How should you do these, right? As we're doing them, we want to really try to just flex that muscle. Think like a bodybuilder on this. Don't think like a strength athlete. We try to use everything. If we're looking for hypertrophy of this muscle, which most people need, we want to train it like a bodybuilder would train it for hypertrophy, right? So use those types of sets and rep schemes. There's other ways to train it too. You can be explosive with it. You're going to have to support this down, and that's where you're going to use the whole hand. That's a different technique. So the first thing to do, though, is develop it, train for hypertrophy, sets of 8 to 12, start with, and, you can read every muscle and fitness magazine from today to 1970 something when it came out about sets and reps on how to get big. That's what we want to focus on. Now we're also going to show you another way that if you don't have a telegraph key, how you can train this muscle, but it's going to be a little bit different. All right, so we're going to show you how to train the turkey leg if you don't have a telegraph key. You can rig this up any way you want to. Right now I have a short mini, a carabiner, and a Elite FTS Easy Strap. You'd have to do pinches with these, okay? And you can do something shorter. You can fold it over, make it thinner, thicker. But when you're doing the pinches, you want to really dig in, okay? Stronger you get, instead of adding weight, you can just fold it over more. Believe it or not, we do stuff like this all the time. It trains that muscle a little bit differently than it does here. It's still going to grow. It's still going to get stronger, but it's a static hold, and it's going to burn. You really don't need a ton of weight on these. You can hold. You can do curls, all right? So we do those with plates a lot, plate pinch curls. But one of the good things you can do like this is get a little bit of activity going at the same time. Hold one, I'll hold one in each hand, and do a farmer's walk. So you're going to have to go for time until they fall out of your hand. Again, it's not the same as a telegraph key. It's just training that muscle if you don't have a telegraph key. So there's 4 different exercises so you can improve your grip, training all aspects of grip strength at once. Wait, there's more. All right, so just like infomercials, we said, but wait, there's more. So we gave you 4 exercises to work your grip, but how many of you guys have elbow pain? How many girls have elbow pain? Starts to bother you. You got to stop doing some exercises here and there. A lot of the reasons that we get elbow pain is because we train this, we do this all day, all the time. We're gripping, right? But there's an equal amount of muscles on the outside of your arm. Nobody trains those. So I got a pretty lengthy YouTube video on this. The easiest way to do it is just grab an elastic. I was told this is not an elastic, it's a rubber band in Ohio. But anyway, so you could also use one of these things. I borrowed this from the girl at the front desk. This one's actually kind of cool because this is a hair scrunchie. They call these scrunchies, what are these? Hair tie? I don't know what it is. I don't have it. No. And this elastic or rubber band, as they say, is not big enough. It's just for demonstration purposes. So what we want to do is get that rubber band or elastic or hair tie over your fingertips. I might actually start using these hair ties because what this does, I'll explain in a minute. So we want to take this and do these from different positions. Some locked, some bent all the way, or flexed as the professional strength and conditioning professionals call it. I just like bent because it's simple. But we want to take these, I call them band hand extensions, band and hand extensions. And you can do these super high reps. You can do them for low reps with a heavier band. But when you start out with them, I suggest you use a band that's maybe just a little bit thicker than this one. This is really kind of light. Unless you have very weak hands, this might be okay. But you want to start out with 10, 12, 15 reps, rest, do another set. And these are great because you can do these at home while you're watching TV or watching really cool videos on YouTube of dudes like me with awesome beards teaching about hand strength. The other thing that I just discovered as I was going through looking for something to teach you with is a hair tie. And what this is different about is, I'm just making this up on the spot because this just occurred to me, but this is pretty awesome. I have some custom-made straps that we use that we got plates to at my gym, and we do extensions with them like that, and they're a lot different. But this gives us a regular contraction, isometric contraction at the end, because it doesn't really stretch like an elastic band, and you can see my hands are shaking. I'm really pushing out against that. So this may be something that I actually add in. You get 2 tools, girl at the front desk, hair tie, and a rubber band. Add these in. Even if you don't train your grip, add these banded hand extensions in, and you'll see that nagging pains go away, and you'll be doing a lot towards elbow health and long-term hand strength. Carpal tunnel syndrome, too. A lot of people have improved carpal tunnel syndrome by adding these in. Hashtag carpal tunnel.